suicide, and when bowing to the same hands that chose.
The lights of the debate stage were blinding, the air tense, and the audience restless with anticipation. This wasn't an ordinary debate. It was a collision of two figures who represented completely different worlds. On one side stood J.D. Vance, the U.S. Senator known for his fiery defenses and aggressive attacks, determined to make headlines. On the other stood Ibrahim Traoré, the young African leader whose calm presence and sharp words had captivated international attention. Everyone knew sparks would fly. No one expected the silence that followed. Vance opened aggressively, his voice sharp and accusatory. "Mr. Traoré, with all due respect, your vision is naïve. You talk about fairness and global values, but that doesn't work in the real world. America doesn't need lectures from outsiders. We need strength, not stories." The audience reacted with a mix of applause and gasps. Vance leaned back, clearly pleased with his strike. He thought he had landed the first knockout. But Ibrahim Traoré didn't flinch. He simply adjusted his microphone, his calm eyes fixed on Vance, and began in a measured tone. "Senator Vance," he said softly, "you confuse arrogance with strength. Real strength is not shouting down others. Real strength is knowing when to listen. And perhaps that is what America is forgetting." The crowd shifted. Some leaned forward. Others whispered. Vance's smirk faded slightly. Realizing his opponent was not rattled, Vance shot back, louder this time. "Listen, I don't need lectures on listening from someone who doesn't understand what it takes to lead the greatest nation on earth. You talk about dignity and service, but America is about winning. And winners don't sit quietly, they dominate." The words hung heavy in the air. Vance was in attack mode, red-faced, voice rising. He expected Traoré to falter, to retreat. But Traoré leaned forward, his voice calm yet piercing. "Winning at the cost of principles is not victory, Senator. It is surrender to chaos. Leadership is not about domination. It is about responsibility. And the louder a man shouts about his power, the more he reveals his fear of losing it." The silence that followed was deafening. The audience froze. Cameras zoomed in on Vance's face, his expression tightening as murmurs rippled through the crowd. For the first time, he had no immediate comeback. Traoré's words had landed like a hammer, not shouted, but spoken with such clarity that they cut deeper than any insult. Some in the audience began to clap. Others gasped openly. Online, hashtags like #TraoréVance and #RoomSilent exploded within minutes. Vance tried once more, his voice strained. "You can't lecture America about values when you don't understand the cost of leadership. We don't have time for calm speeches. We need results." But Traoré was ready. His final line turned the debate into a viral moment. "Results," he said, locking eyes with Vance. "Look at the results of arrogance, division, anger, chaos. If your idea of leadership is silencing others, then tonight proves who really has the strength, the one who shouts or the one who stands calm when shouted at." The room erupted. Applause thundered across the hall. Some in the crowd stood to their feet. Vance sat back, visibly shaken, realizing his opponent had dismantled him not with rage but with composure. The debate moderators struggled to regain control, but the viral clip was already racing across the internet. Commentators called it one of the most powerful clapbacks in modern debate history. Even political rivals admitted Traoré had shown a kind of leadership that transcended borders. And yet, what happened after the cameras stopped rolling would reveal an even bigger story. One that neither the audience nor the viewers at home were prepared for. If you thought Ibrahim Traoré's calm destruction of J.D. Vance in this debate was powerful, just wait until you hear what happened off stage. The real fallout began after the cameras went dark, and it changed everything. Subscribe now to Beyond Truth and hit that notification bell, because Part 2 will reveal the shocking backstage drama you won't believe. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.